Hi, welcome back. This is sort of part 2 of repairing a terracotta pot. So in the previous video you see us applying the epoxy Gorilla Glue to it. Just want to say something before we go any further. This bit there that fell off, you'll see it. It clicks on and off, and when you buy it, it sits in there. You need to remove that. That was our error, my error. Okay, so we've got the frog tape, and I'm just going to remove that. We'll try to do our videos like real time. So that's been on there more than 5 minutes. I did check it after 5 minutes, and it had stuck, if I'm honest. So that's had that epoxy on that, and that's solid. So part 2, I'm going to introduce you to that product in a minute if you don't already know about it. Just going to give this a quick clean up. When I've actually finished doing what I'm going to do totally with this, I'm going to give it a real fine sandpaper clean sort of thing. So if you look there, it's quite a big hole there, and crack and a crack there.
There is a piece missing, but
there's
we're not.
A piece. We can repair that with Milliput.
Yeah.
So I want to introduce you to a product called Milliput. This is terracotta, and believe it or not, there's a guide available from their website, milliput.com, all about Milliput, even repairing terracotta pots. You can repair a pot just with the Milliput. You don't need to use epoxy resin glue, but it's more ideal for smaller pots because you'd need so much Milliput. So that's why we're using a 2-part thing here. Milliput has been around for absolutely years. There's different colours. Won't go into too much detail. There's white for repairing sinks. This is for fine stuff like ornaments. Super fine white, black, grey. This stuff will repair and stick anything. I've been using it for nearly 40 years. Petrol leaks, plumbing, you name it. It's just handy stuff to have around. So it comes in a box like this. To be honest, they haven't really changed the packaging over the years. And comes in 2 little tubes. It's quite simple to use. And basically you need to obviously undo it. Should be a handy start. Okay, and you will need, it's a bit like a sausage, it looks like Frankfurter that to me. This is how I use it. I line it up together. And basically you need equal parts. You must have equal parts for it to work effectively. So we're not going to do the whole pot, we're just going to do a couple pots. So line it up together like that, so it's level, and just cut across so you've got level bits. Yeah, that's it. Don't forget to seal your bag back up, covering the ends. I would strongly recommend that if you live in a house sort of thing, and you need something possibly for repair for your car. It's just got so many people out things. You can even put this in a freezer for 36 hours when mixed if you need to leave it alone for a bit. Basically what you need to do is then put it in your hand, rub it. This comes in, this terracotta comes in white, black, grey and silver.
It needs to be one solid colour to be when it's mixed properly, doesn't it? Yeah.
You see what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
You can see it, feel a bit of heat coming through it. Now, the good thing about this, if you say had a brick to repair around your house, you can make this lighter or darker. So you can put some white with it to make it more of a beige or brown. You can use it virtually on anything. You see it's a bit like clay. Give it a real good. You can also use this underwater. So you've got a plumbing leak, you can use it for that, but it sticks to the pots at the moment. This stuff loves water. Absolutely loves it. So there's a hole there. I'm going to stick it in there. You can sand this and drill it. You see what I'm doing there? Even when I'm doing that, you can see the difference. You can feather it, so you've got a bit of a ridge there. The good thing about this, once it's set, say after an hour, you can come back and you can sand it. And already you can see the difference. There might be a part 3 with this.
So what we'll do here is we'll apply it to this crack and then some bits that are missing, but we will obviously smooth it off, make it look a bit nicer.
So there's a big bit missing there.
Yeah, so we'll put a load in there.
Don't worry about making it look too pretty to start with, because you really can shape this stuff. I've used it, like say, for years and years and years.
But bearing in mind, this is an older pot. It's not a brand new pot or anything, so obviously it doesn't have to be perfect. But obviously,
but even there now, where there was a gap. So if we show, something like even there,
and this should help it. It'll make it stronger as well, won't it? Because you're bridging the surfaces together.
So if you watch our previous video and you didn't want to use epoxy, you just mix this together, put it on one surface and press the thing on it, and away you go. That's literally it. So here we've got a gap there. So even if you've got some, so you can paint, drill, sand. It's such good stuff, this, and it's only about £6 a thing for that. And see how easy it is to smooth out. But so once you get sander on there, you won't even see any of that. And to be honest, if you look at the pot now and that, and it's not dried, that's not a bad effect. Using a microfiber cloth can help. I'll get the water.
And how long does this stuff take to go off?
Well, after about an hour, I could come along and sort of trim the top of this. I mean, I'd suggest really leaving it overnight to harden right off before you sand it. But if you had, say, and I've used it before,
it needs to be rock hard to sand it, not like the putty it is now.
Leave it overnight.
Yeah.
But I've used it before repairing a plumbing leak on a copper pipe, and it fixed it and held it for ages.
We've used it on a lot of things, haven't we?
Oh yeah, so a crack in the sink for the fine white stuff.
It's very, very versatile.
Just check out their website. There's no point in me labelling the product. We will put a link to this where we got it from in case you're interested in doing it. But the idea of repairing these pots is they're so expensive, and it's such a shame to throw them away.
We've got 2 or 3 that have gone like this, so we just want to repair them, put some plants back in them.
Done, finished.
Obviously we're making a video about it, so if you have
I mean, already this on the top here is hardening up,
and we'll probably put a bit inside as well.
Yeah, we'll put a bit in there,
put a bit inside just to strengthen it up, but obviously it has got epoxy in the crack area.
But if you look at me pushing this down now with the cloth on top, you can see how smooth it is.
See, you can smooth it down really easy with that.
There. It's so versatile. I think it was invented in the 60s, I think. But
yeah.
Like I say, there are numerous guides from Milliput, especially on the project we're doing today, about how to. The only thing it's not on there is that because it's a big pot, we've used some epoxy. Otherwise, you just need tubes and tubes of this, and that epoxy has held it. I have seen out there saying that Milliput doesn't bond materials together. That's not true. It does bond materials together. We've used it for years. Yeah, and it does repair things you can make. You know, so that's not true. And those are the ranges you can get. But like I say, visit milliput.com and have a read through. It's just
so basically, it's an epoxy putty for DIY and industry.
Yeah, I mean, moulding, sculpting, DIY and plumbing repairs, casting, mould, car and motorbike applications.
And we'll wrap this video up, guys. So thank you for watching, and if you like videos like this, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, thanks very much.